Welcome, welcome. Stella here. Welcome to The Witching Hour journal. This is what it is, The Witching Hour journal. And I'll show you how I made them. Okay, we have 6 signatures. Each has got 9 pages folded in half, so that's 18. And they're double-sided, so that's 36 per signature, if my math is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, so 2 17s are 20, 34. So you get 34 in each signature pages. And I've trimmed them to about 17 centimetres. I trimmed them this way. Just over 23 and a half, 23.7. Well, let's go imperial, shall we? About 9 3/8, thereabouts. So that's our signatures. Now, our box board, grey board, chipboard, is 900 GSM. It looks like it's 1 point... Looks like it's 1.8. 1.8, I think so, 1.8 millimetres thick. So I am going to cut this. Just make sure. Okay, so I put one of these over here, and I've given myself about that much. That's another 3/8 of an inch, just to give me room. I don't like to be right on the edge, it causes problems. So that is about, oh excuse me, I've got as soon as the sun comes out I've got a runny nose. It's about 13 centimetres, or 5 1/8. Over here on the length I've gone up just 1/8 of an inch and 1/8 of an inch roughly, and I've got 17.5 centimetres, or 6 7/8 inches. So 6 7/8. Let's cut that one first. Let's stand up for this. Oh. Now I'm going to go completely to 7 actually, because I'm a little bit short of that line. I'm going to go 7. And then five 1/8. Okay. Now this piece is this piece here, which I bought from My Porch Prints on Etsy. So My Porch Prints. I'm not going to be able to see that, but this was a 3-inch spine, but I compressed it a little bit to 75% of the original. So I printed that out onto this cardstock, got all my holes and everything, and this piece here, printed that out, which is this one here, because we are going to do I think it's called a pamphlet stitch, so we're going to be sewing. So that's that. Now we want 7 inches. We're going for the spine now. By, let's just measure this spine here, by 2 1/8. Actually, it's a little bit more than 2 1/8. Let's go with 1, 2, 3/16. 2, it's not even that. That's 2, 4, 5, 2 5 30 seconds. Oh, that's too complicated. We'll go with 2 1/8. Way too complicated. 2 1/8. Okay, save this piece. Save all my little scraps. Okay, so I've got no particular order of doing this. We could do the cover first. And I'm going to do the lay flat method for the cover. And on the inside we are going to do a hidden hinge. That one. To put all my signatures in so that there is no strings on the outside. Okay, now I have lost my tape, my black tape. I've lost my black tape. Where are you? Where could you possibly have gone? Give me a minute, I'll be right back with my black tape in hand, hopefully. Unbelievably, it was right over there. You know I love using this tape, so let's measure. We want that coming over. Let's have some scissors. Oh, there we go. Oh, that is so straight, Stella. Not. So we want 2 of them. Actually, we want 4 of them. I will do the rest later. Oh, also tools. You're going to need, I've got some waxed thread here, but you can use a crochet thread, or what's the other one? Upholstery thread, whatever takes your fancy. This is black wax coated, and I've got a curved needle. You can use a straight needle. I just can't happen to find my straight needle. You'll need an awl or pokey tool. Use my pokey tool. Okay. Let's just take one of these. Actually, am I doing this correctly? I'm not. This is not what I want to do. I don't think this is what I want to do. It's not. It's not what I wanted to do in the first instance. So disregard. I've had so much bother with this because I had 3 different ideas on what to do, and I'm just getting confused. So what I am going to these are my front and back. That's the middle. So you can see I have got just a little room to go over. So let's go and cut these in half. I printed them out on this size, but that's not going to give me the whole picture, and I want the witch in the moon, and I also want the full gate. So that's the A5, a little bit smaller than A5. And this one, it could give me the witch, at the top, but it'll only give me at that bit of the gate. So I decided not to go with the A4. I'm going to go with this one. I could have printed it out a little bigger. Let's see how that goes. I'm holding it up to the light so I can see exactly where it'll fit, and that looks about right there. So we're not getting much as a turnover there, but that's okay. It will still... Let's reprint this bigger. I'll just be a sec. Okay, it's just a little unfortunate that I've had to waste some ink and paper, but never mind. I'm holding it up to the window, the light. And that looks about where I want it. Then we'll just trim a bit off the bottom there, or top, or whatever it is. It's the bottom. I'm not cutting them away because they will be hidden. So the same Same goes for this one. This is going to be the back, and we're just going to have the same on the back. That's it. So I've got my witch and I've got most of the gate. Back. So this is my front. Now normally I would use my sheets of adhesive paper, but they haven't arrived yet. Just bought some more. Hang on, let's just have a look. If I've got anything hidden here. No. So we're going to use glue. And I much prefer to use the double-sided tape. But one needs must. I'm using art glitter glue. There we go, and let's get some burnishing happening to spread that glue around. Beautiful. Feels smooth as a baby's bum. And let's just snip off a corner with about 1/8 of an inch. Maybe a little less. Depends on the thickness of your box board. To start with the long end. I don't know why. Apparently it takes 21 days to form a habit, and I've been doing this for such a long time that it is a habit now that I always go the long side first. Weird. And those words of wisdom are from my eldest son, who reads everything from government stuff to law to the universe, to everything. Clever man, very clever man. Health. He knows a lot about the way his body works. Through reading and trial and error. He knows that one himself. Right, there is our front cover. Beautiful. Let's have a look at where we are inside. That's going to be gorgeous. And of course we've got to cover the inside as well. Right, back. Make we are up the right way. Let's use smaller scissors, easier to handle. I really shouldn't be using glue on this mat. I'm tucking those little ends in there. And the back, front and back the same. Cool. Now let's go with I'm going to use this, I think, or not. What are you going to do, Stella? What are you going to do? These two or this one. I think that one is more, well, neither of them are really purple, are they? I'm inclined to go this way. I don't know if I want that on the spine. Let's have a look at this. Let's see if I can cut something off here. I can go with part of the gate. Actually, that wouldn't be too bad, actually, in part of the gate. So I'll trim that there firstly. And a couple of inches there and a couple of inches here, so let's trim that one at that. And where are we going? We're going there. So let's take off that bit there. I like that. That's going to be it. So just grab the light source, put it on the light source there, and it looks about right. Okay. Now let's add some glue. Fold the top over, and the bottom. Well, this is the top, that's the bottom. And then we will just find that edge, and I'm going to use a sharper bone folder. It's got a sharper edge. That one's quite rounded, so I really want the sharper edge. So I'm pushing that paper into the side of this box board. I'll do that on both sides. If you've watched my videos, you've seen me do this a gazillion times. Glue, glue, glue. Pop that up, burnish, and then push that paper into the side of the box board. You can see we've got that tiny little lip there, so I like to hold that, grab another bone folder and push that down. You can see that's going down as at an angle. That's what you want. Let's go for this side, and the glue under there is going to stick the paper to the box board there. Let's do the same on this side. Push it in. And we will be trimming those bits off as I don't like them. Can you hold on a sec? Yeah? Okay, so I like to trim just a little bit off there. Not a great deal, just a little bit. And then we'll pop some glue in there. But you don't have to trim, you can keep that bulk there. If you do trim it, don't trim it all the way to the box board. Leave some room there. Turn it back over. Now we're going to redo these sides. Oops. No, first up, let's go back here. We need to put some glue on the edge of that box board there. On that edge and this edge. And then turn it back over and push that into the glue on both sides. This is a lay flat method from Country Craft Creations. For the life of me, I can't think of her name at the minute. It'll come to me. But she invented this and it's absolutely brilliant and I love it. So you can see now that these are flat, flush with this. And then we've got our little ridges there, you can see that. Okay. Now what we need to do, I'm going to start with the front and it's going to go there. Almost. So what I like to do is grab a piece of my box board, or you could use a ruler. Pop that there, push it right against that ledge, and now we are going to put glue all over this. Plenty of glue, stay there, stay there. And then carefully remove that and push that front into there. Oops, a little bit of overflow there. What happened? And then burnish really, really well. Now we want to do the back, and because I'm right-handed, I like to flip it. And then make sure That's upside down. Same thing. Put our piece of box board up. Because you really don't want to put your glue too close to the edge, because it will lift when you open the book. It'll lift the page, the paper. Not a good look. And you'd have to start again. Come on. Push it right in. Flip it over and burnish well. And this is a part that really kills me, because I've got sore shoulders and I do tend to really use a lot of force when I'm burnishing. I'm not a gentle person. Now that's what we've got. Isn't that just beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. I could have done the centre there, but I'm happy with that, because that is going to have some stuff on it. Oh, I don't think it's going to be. I was hoping to put one of these on, but it's not going to. Oh, it will fit. Oh, it will fit. Oh, you ripper. You little ripper. So, let's just set that aside for now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink a little. I'm going for the darker purple right across there. And then each page on the side. Or I could just go like this, because I'm not trimming them, I'm leaving them as they are. Just go and see that we're all pretty much covered. 2 more to go. I had the weirdest dream last night. Oh my goodness, I was at somebody was getting married and somebody else was having a 21st, and for some reason I was just stuck in a loop sort of thing, and then I was in bed after this wedding. Someone was trying to wake me up, and I had sleep paralysis in my dream. Now, I've had that a few times, for real, and it is just the most horrible, horrible thing ever. You ever experienced that? It's awful. You want to wake up and you can't. You want to move and you can't. I found myself struggling with bedclothes. It's awful. Luckily, I was just dreaming it. Okay, there's all our signatures, all inked up and looking beautiful, and we will wash this in a minute. So, this is going to be my hidden hinge, which will take all 6 signatures. That will sit inside here, and the signatures will be hidden. The strings will be hidden inside here. But what I want to do, let's just make our holes first. Let's make our holes. Close off the glue. It doesn't have a tizzy fit. I'm using my pokey tool, and this is my mouse mat. Mouse mat come pokey thing. So I'm going to poke those holes. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and this one I've put my holes in already, but let's just do it again. And these will be used in our pages. Okay, here I have to contemplate, alright? I have to concentrate here. what we're going to do, we're going to strengthen this. And I'm just going to strengthen it with, this. I could strengthen it with this. Just on the seam, that's all it needs strengthening. Or will I use I'm going to use this tape, masking tape. You don't need a whole bulky thing for strength. You just need, you could use a piece of Tyvek if you've got it. I just don't happen to have it, otherwise I would have used Tyvek. You can use an iron-on interfacing. Bookbinding cloth, but I wouldn't just use another piece of cardstock. Okay, excuse me, I just got to have a drink of water. Nice one. Now let's just go back and re-poke those holes. And then let's fold that over. And just give it a bit of a burnish just to make sure it is stuck down fully. Okay. Now for each journal, I'm going to have 1, 2. Probably don't need 3, but we'll start off with 3 and a bit. 3 and a bit. Thread that up. Oh, I don't like working with these needles, but I've got no choice. Okay, so we've got a little tail there. Okay, let's work. We went from the back or the front? Let's work from the front. This is going to be my first one. That is my centre. I've got to double check. I need to double check. Okay, let's grab a couple of clips. There. Oops, and one there. Pokey tool. So now I am going to poke through my hole. remove that. Okay, we're going to start from the outside. So we're going through, oh, I forgot to pierce them. Pierce, pierce, pierce and pierce. So we're going through that middle hole in the first row, and let's just put a clip on that just to hold it in place. Now we're going to take this through that middle hole in the signature, up to the top, or the bottom, doesn't matter, we'll go the top, through there, and down through the top hole in our hinge, and then we're going to go all the way down in the hinge to the bottom hole, and then through the bottom hole of our signature, and pull it all the way up. Now let's pull it quite tightly, and then we're going to push it back through the middle hole and through the middle hole of the hinge, okay. Now we need to make sure that this tail and this tail are on either side of this string. Pull them tight. Just check that our signature is in quite tightly. Now I didn't need so much thread, I only needed like 2 times and a bit. So we're going left over right and under, then right over left and under. It gives us a nice knot, and then we're just going to cut off. And that's our first signature attached. So we are going to do the same again, and this is not enough, unfortunately. So we go 1, 2. So through the center hole in our hinge, and then we'll put a clip on it to hold it in place. Grab our next signature. Oh, we haven't put holes in it yet. Well then. Let's go through all of them and put our holes in. course, it is best if you cut your template right to the exact same size. But for some reason I didn't do that. Two more to go and then we're cooking. Oh, and another thing, always keep your template here the right way up, because there could be a millimetre, just a tiny fraction off in your holes, and it will show. There we go. So we've gone through our next hole, up there. So now we need to, let me just, I was going to take that off, but no. Okay, and make sure you've got them the right way up, and that one wasn't. Okay, so now we are going to go inside the center hole. Go out the top one. Into the top hole on the hinge. And pull that quite tight. There we go. And on the outside, because I pulled it a wee bit tight. It looks a bit fussy, but really it's not. It isn't. So that goes in there. Pull it. Now we're going right down to the bottom, through that hole, and through the bottom hole of our signature. Pull it tight and just check. You see, I'm very loose there. So what I need to do now is pull both ends tight. Both ends really tight, without ripping your paper, of course. Now we're going back through the middle. Oops-a-daisy. Like that. Back through the middle hole. If I had a straight needle, this wouldn't be happening. And back through the middle of the hinge. Make sure you're on either side of that centre. Check that our pages are secure and they're nice and firm. One last tug, left over right and under, and right over left and under. Here we go, that's 2 zigs in. Oh my kingdom for a straight needle. I've only got really fine needles. So we are going down the next centre. And I'm putting our clip in there. I'll just grab my runaway clip here. There we go. Make sure we are the right way up. Yep. And this one the right way up. So, into the middle. Out the top. And out that top. You could use a little bit of tape to hold that. I don't know if it would be any better. So we're pulling it quite taut. Let's see how it's going. It's not taut enough, but be careful doing that if you're using like a crochet thread or something that's not as strong as a waxed thread. So through the bottom one, and then through the bottom hole of the signature. Okay, we've a little bit of a problem here finding our hole. There you are. Okay, through there. Pull. Now we want to go back through the centre, up through this centre, trying not to catch the thread. And pull it taut. Double check that we are firm. Yes, we are. Left over right and under, and right over left and under. Okay. Okay, next one, which is the number 4. Okay. Launch it up through the centre hole. Down through the top hole. Into the top hole on the spine. And all the way down to the bottom hole. Oops. I'm sure there's a more elegant way to do this. Where is that bottom hole? Unbelievable. Is that a song? This is unbelievable. It's driving me nuts. Oh, there you are. There you are. Well, that was a toughie, wasn't it? Okay, back through the middle. And which one am I going? That one. Back through the middle and through the middle of the spine. And you can see we are on opposite sides of that center string, and I have taken this one through that string by accident, so that is not good. It's not good. So how can we fix that? Just pull that out. Okay. Make sure we are still beautiful. I will probably add some more security there. Okay. I do advise using a straight needle for this, not the curved ones. They're quite difficult to work with, I will admit. Quite difficult. Down through the middle. Clip that. Okay, make sure everything is the right way up. Pretty sure it is. Doesn't hurt to check. Yep. Okay, in through the middle. Out through the top. Where are you? Oh, there you are. And in through the top of the hinge. Okay. All the way down to the bottom. Through the hinge and through the bottom hole. Back up through the center. It's a little bit loose, so let's make sure. Okay, we've got a piece of string between that. Yep. Okay, and lucky last coming up. Through that hole. Clip. Actually, I may use a different clip. That's not going to get in my way. There we go. So now down through the middle hole in our sig. Where are you? There we are. I can't really see you. Where are you? Ah, there you are. Sometimes the reinforcement doesn't hurt. And down through the top in our hinge. All the way down to the bottom. Okay, and then back up through the center hole. And again, make sure this thread is in between these two threads. Okay. That's our hidden hinge. And let's just open that for a second. I'm going to put some tape. Stay over there. Oh. Maybe we will just put some glue there. See if we can glue them in out of the way. Just let that dry. Come on, stick. Okay, just let them dry for a little bit and then we're going to put some more tape over it. So that's that. And then we are going to put that signature in here. And we are going to use this paper for the inside. Hopefully I can use both pieces. It's pink. We've got some white showing there, so we need to really go to the edge on this. that's where we need to cut it. Just inside that little black dot. That's it, and then I'm going to use this piece I'm not fussed if it doesn't match up, because I will be putting something else there. So I'm not fussed if it doesn't match up. So we are going to actually I'm pretty sure I've just got a little piece of double-sided tape still on my roll. Oh, just that much. Okay, that's that. Bit of glue down here. And a bit of glue on there. Oh, I hope that's straight. It doesn't look straight to me. Let's see. Oh, not enough. Oh, bum. Bum bum. Okay, I should have. Why did that not go over? Oh, this is not what I wanted. But how about, I've got this lovely piece of lace that I've created. We can put a piece that's not big enough. What a bummer. That would look nice, really nice, but it's not big enough. Okay. This is really lovely paper. It is so thick. I swear it must be about 300 GSM. It is so darn thick. Please don't tell me I've got no more of that. Please don't tell me I've got no more. I've got no more. Okay. we're just going to do another so that can go there and there. And then I'm not going to actually tape this together. Let's cut that there. That's good. Oh, seriously? Okay, make sure we are together, lined up properly, and then, whoops-a-daisy, I'm going to put this tape down. No, it's not lined up properly. Do it another way. There to there. And there to there. That's good. And this will go on the back. So let's trim off. And be very careful what I trim off. And you want it trimmed to there. That's good. Now, I don't think I needed that. We've got to do this first. Okay, bit of tape. Stay. just put some inking around here. This has to go in here. It looks like it. I'm going to glue this in now, only on the flaps. Plenty glue. Okay, now we have to reposition it that way. And that way. That's it. Okay, some glue on this flap. Come on. There. Yep. I had a horrible feeling. See, we've got that lovely bow there, which is probably a bit more than I need. I wonder if I could lift that. Yeah, it's a bit more than I need. What can I do? No, I can't do that. So it is what it is. Okay. Lovely, absolutely lovely. So that's what we've got. I actually like that. So our spine is holeless. We've got all these beautiful pages. Now we are going to put this in. And we still did need to add that one. So we are going to do it right up to there. That's the back. Glue. Okay, I'm going to double check my corners. That's fine. That one needs a bit more glue. That's fine. This one needs a trim. Just about an eighth of that. Yeah. Oops, I got disturbed. I paused and then I forgot to put it back on. You've only missed a minute. Okay, this is the back. And our corners seem okay. Okay, so I'm going to print out one of the pictures. for that and that. Oh, look at all the glue all over me. A drink. Oh, okay. The next thing I'm going to do, oh shoot, I forgot to put the I've got my closure. Which I haven't worked out yet how to do it. So I'll play with that and then come back in another video. So it's going to be that and that. Oh, now which way does it actually go? Does it go there? And that one comes over. Holy moly. Doesn't say. I've used this before and I can't remember. Ah, it goes in that way. So it would be, oh my word, that way. I think that's it. But it's got to be liftable. Got to be liftable. So I can't glue it to here. So I've got to have, now this is all my trims that I've got that I'm going to be using here somewhere. And this one, black velvet, I'm going to put across here. Yeah, it couldn't go underneath. It couldn't. So can we put it all the way around? Would that not look good? Okay, so not 100%. How about this one? Oh, they were rolled up. Honestly, they were rolled up. Oh, that's nice. Unobtrusive. Unobtrusive, she says. Glittering at me. It's a little bit bigger than this, so this would be scrunched up a wee bit. So if that was glued there, then you come in with this one. Yeah. Oh, it could go right in the centre. No, it can't. No, it can't go right in the centre because, oh, we could use this one. We like that one. Oh, I do like that one better. So, if we've got that, and we've got that, let me just pop something in here, hold it up. So we've got that. It has to go near the edge, simply because where the witching hour, I want that witch. Well, we've got decisions to make, haven't we? I could put that, that there, and that there, and have a tie closure. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to use this. So I'm going to have tie closure with this lace, and I've got some purple sequins we will put somewhere. I've also got this purple, we could put that in the centre there. Oh, that means sewing. Oh, no, 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 no. My sewing machine is in the cupboard back behind all sorts of other stuff. So how about we have these two together? Nope, that's not going to do it. So it's just this one. It's just this one, and maybe that. So I'm not going to, excuse me, I'm not going to use the velvet. I could put that in the middle. If I put that one in the middle and then put sequins in the middle of that, well then, so this is going to be my front, and I've got some chain that I'm going to hang here. We've got the witching hour, and I've got all sorts of beautiful things to hang. So come back for my next video and we'll do some magic. We will do some magic. Thank you very much for being with me. I hope you've enjoyed it so far. I am absolutely stoked with this album. The magic is just going to set it off. Truly, come back. Okay, see you next time. Keep well and stay safe. Bye for now.